Greetings, y'all. I'm sweating. It's hot. It's good and hot. This is good heat. This is good heat. This is all the heat I needed. So, came to share very quickly to capture my thoughts about some messaging and understanding that's coming forth around where we are right now, this divine sun day, right? Sun day at the top of the hour. It's so juicy heat, like absolute juicy heat. It feels like it's meeting the heat on the outside. It's like activating the heat that I carry on the inside. It's this mutual relationship that's beginning to go on. And so wanted to come on and share something with you that just showed up. I didn't go any deeper. This one card came and it's a lesson all unto itself, right? So I'm going to show the card to you. Then we'll talk about what's come through as soon as I saw it, as it meets with the messages that have already shown up. Like when I tell you all that I'm sweating, it's like that good heat. This is that good. Oh, Viviane. Oh my gosh. It's such a blessing. It's such a pleasure. My heart to your heart. My heart to your heart. Your heart to mine. I feel you. So, this is the card that came up. You see this card? This is the card of the Ten of Pentacles. And why am I sharing this card with you? And why does it trigger this message today? We understand, many of us, more to a differing degree, the emergence of the divine feminine, right? And as we understand it, most of us tend to leave our understanding here in our head, in this mental plane, which is good. But there's another level of understanding that speaks into what happens when we embody it, when it becomes us, when we walk as it. Ten of Pentacles. When our earth manifests and resonates all of the lessons that have come from all of the cards before. So many don't know that the Ten of Pentacles, as it relates to the life experiences that are discussed as you journey through all of the decks of the tarot. See, all of the decks of the tarot, you start at Wands. You start at Wands, which is spirit, fire. You start there. And then from spirit fire, then you move to, you got to have 10 spirit fires before you even get to cups, emotions, before cups. So once you move to your cups, that's your feeling, these ideas, these feelings. Then when you move from your feelings, you got to get 10 cup experiences before you get to the 10 of cups. And if you know that experience, so that means you've had all of those spirit initiations of the wands before you get to the cups. And then you move from the cups of the emotional knowing. So you have spirit knowing, and spirit keeps getting your attention. Now it's hitting your emotional things, right? So those are the cup experiences. We still ain't got to the pentacles yet, because you still then have the sword. The sword, your vocalized experience, your thought experience, what happens when you begin speaking things into existence. We still have not gotten to our pentacles. You have to go through 10 sword experiences. You don't have to, but that's how it's spelled out to let us know where we are on the continuum. So this is the card that came up. It fell out as I was sitting here experiencing my own personal aligning and rebirthing and fulfilling energy, as I was sitting here reading about the birthing of the solar logos, the birthing of ourselves as these abundant solar women, understanding magnetism. In magnetism, it's an understanding of drawing things to us. So as I recognize not only myself, but I'm witnessing in you all as well, as I take in the world, you're my mirrors. And so I'm witnessing so many of us draw unto us these experiences. I'm saying, so if we are pulling things, and what's pulling us? What's aligning us all on this measurement? What's aligning us? The divine feminine is calling us, and it's calling not just me, it's calling you. She's calling us forward into this space. This is a level of mastery when you reach this 10 of Pentacles place, because it's not that you won't have experiences anymore, but you have now gone through and achieved the 10 of Wands, which is holding and carrying your own. You now know how to carry your own self in spirit. You know, in the Cups, you know how to get out in front of all of those emotional experiences. You know how to get out in front of those emotional experiences and hold in your own cup what you need. Then the 10 of Wands, you have finally killed this tongue. If you've had to go all the way to the 10 of Swords card can be really dark because it's laid out. 10 swords in your back, but that 10th sword is the first sword. You finally had to own your own tongue before we can even get here to the first wand as we move all the way through. So many of us have been through these experiences of being able to begin to no longer doubt the messages that are coming through. See, that's one of the keys. No longer doubting the messages that are coming through. So when we don't doubt the messages, yes, Viviani, you're already there. So then you work through your emotions. And part of what gets us with the emotions is we're out of our body. So we got all these emotions in our shadow self that we have not brought to light. That's what she's calling this solar energy, this gift of the sun. They call it the solar logos. This understanding is we're bringing it to light. This embodying of light means we have to feel what we feel. We have to understand what we understand and get out in front. Then this mouth. Knowing when to be silent, knowing when to speak. It's probably one of the hardest things that many of us have had to really own. Owning the words that are coming out of our mouth. At least, I don't know, but it's still a journey. Before we get here, I won't say that's your experience, but for many, we may not even be aware of how we are speaking darkness into our lives with our tongue as we speak it on the lives of others, because we're all one. So we might be thinking we're doing well as we are talking about someone else when really we're talking about ourselves. So again, mastering that tongue. I am you and you are me. We are one. What's his name? Maze and Frankie Beverly and Maze. They said it. We are one. Anyway, I'm being silly with the song reference. Y'all get it. This is the card that showed up. The 10 of Pentacles. I was supposed to be coming to get food. So I just want you all to step into your understanding that this is what she is calling to us. The Divine Mother is calling to us to walk into our self-mastery, into our 10 of Pentacles, to step and stand as that woman. She has created all of this. She has brought in all of these pentacles. She now is in a rich home of her desire. If you look at the pentacles and walk through the journey from the first pentacle to this pentacle, this was not an easy journey. Any of you remember the 5 of Pentacles, which is the decision point place, rags outside in the cold, nothing before she got to this place. So here, when we get here, and I'm thankful that it is confirming for you, Viviani, when we come into this space, you now become accountable to the knowing. We have to now walk in our accountability of us knowing. As we begin to align with our knowing and embody our feelings and trust in spirit and God, our tongue, and begin to consciously, in full light, or knowing how to. I have sisters who understand how to move in the dark. Some of us know. Some of us have done enough work that we have molded clay. We've molded clay. We have shaped things. We have witnessed it come to being from nothing. If you carried a child, you did that. If you did not carry a child, even in your body, you have witnessed yourself take an idea, take a thought that you wrote down on paper and made it a book. You had some ingredients and you conjured it without knowing what. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get from here to there, but you walked it out. That's our knowing how to mold the dense earth reality. It takes all four elements. And we become the masters of those. We are in it, but not of it. It is not all of what we are. We are in it, but not of it. Like it's one of these things where we have to understand that we are all of those things yet apart, so that we can maintain our ability to conjure, to create, to be aligned, to be one with. So I thank you all for receiving this message. You see the elder in the background. You see the details. You see, it's so much here. There's so much here that comes when we begin stepping into our abundance. And this is the power of magnetism in alignment with proper frequency. Depending upon your frequency, we won't go there. That won't be this conversation today. Yeah, we won't talk about that today. That deserves its own space. But I'm just so grateful to be with you all here and to share this message. She's calling us. The Divine Mother is calling us, even as the sun calls us. Like, it's so bigger than us. And it ain't nothing at all. It's so, and so, it's so, and it's so, So continue to allow yourself to be used. Continue to be a light. I look out at each of you. I follow each of you who are here. I'm grateful to witness the unfolding of all of we. I'm just so grateful to witness the unfolding of all of we. I am so loving. I'm in love right now with my sister Reflection, who just made sure that I'm eating in this day, and I could cry. I could really cry right now because I'm so not. Thank you. Thank you. You want to be on here?
I don't mind.
Okay, so this is my sister.
Hello.
And she just made sure that I have food. She bought me food because I was supposed to go in to eat. And then someone was like, pull these cards now. And I pulled the card. And then I had to go share the message. So I'm going to eat some food. Y'all got what I had to bring to y'all today. And so that's it. I'm going to eat this food and be out here in this sun. And enjoy some more of this heat, sweat some more, get my body temperature up the natural way without having to take in an infection. I can heat it up this way. I was telling someone, I think we're required to hit certain temperatures every summer as melanated people. If you're a melanated person, go get this heat, all of it. Soak it all in so that you can, move through what needs to be moved through. That's it for tonight. That's it for this moment. Blessings, everyone. I love you all very much. Know who you are. Blessings. Ashe. Ashe. We got more to do with this. This tarot is a powerful teacher. Yes? Yes. Yes. Free vitamin D. Woo!